injury news abounds. Khris Middleton going to miss the rest of the Bucks series against the Bulls after spraining his MCL in Milwaukee's loss Wednesday night. The defending champs face off against Chicago in Game 3 tonight. Series tied 1-1. Shannon, are you hanging in with your pick as the Bucks to win it all despite Khris's injury?
I'm not. Skip, there's a reason why they went out and made a big three, because when they had Giannis and Middleton, that wasn't enough. It wasn't until they brought Jrue Holiday in that they were able to finally get over the hump. And when you look at it, yes, Giannis is going to give you the numbers, but DeRozan can match him point for point. Giannis can go. Giannis gave you 33, 38, 18, and 9. DeRozan gave you 41. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, Skip, they push. Okay, Levine gave you a quiet 20. Okay, Vucevic. So now, where are you going to get these points from? Because I haven't seen the consistency. I know what Holiday is capable of doing in moments. But for the most part, Skip, he hasn't been as consistent as he needs to be. And then you got Caruso, the Swiss Army knife, that does some of everything. He's going to get a timely steal. He's going to draw a charge. He's going to get a timely block. He'll make a big bucket. They believe, Skip, they messed around and stole one of these things in Milwaukee, and now they're going home. DeMar DeRozan told you, I ain't shooting 6 of 25 again like I did. And even as he shot 6 of 25, Skip, they were right in the ballgame. They were right in the ballgame. Had they not, if he'd have shot, let's just say he shot 10 of 25, they might have would have won that one.
Maybe.
But now he can get to his spot and he's playing. Skip, these injuries have turned the playoffs upside down. Commissioner's probably shaking his head like, damn, no Luka, we got Middleton, we got no Book. We might need to cut these. We might need to cut these regular season games down, Skip, instead of 82. Maybe play 72.
Yep.
And make sure we can get our guys, keep our guys fresh. But Skip, it's really not looking good. If the big three they won this one, Skip, I was like, you know what? At least we can make it a home-and-home series. Okay, we lose the 2 in Chicago. We come back home, win. As long as we hold serve at home, Skip, you've given up home court advantage now. Giannis is going to have one of those Game 6 performances, Skip. He's going to have a 50-15 and 5, 50-15 and 6 ball game in order for them to win this series. And it starts with tonight. They got to get this one tonight, Skip.
So you are now, if I understand correctly, you are bullish on the Bulls to win games 3 and 4?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that Middleton.
Really?
And I don't know what's going to happen with Portis, because he took a good shot to the eye. He was bloody around the eye, so he might can come back. But Skip, just Giannis and Holiday, you need a big three. You need a big three in today's game.
Really? So help me out here.
Yeah.
My memory fogs on occasion, but it seems like day after day after day after day after day, I've had to sit over here and say, Giannis is the best player on the planet.
Yeah.
Greek freak.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, still is, yeah.
Greek is freaking everybody.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. True.
Wait a second. He can't even overcome the Bulls without Khris Middleton? Because I told you from the start.
Khris Middleton's an all-star.
Okay. I got it. He's the closer for this team. I've been telling you that for 3 years. You keep saying, Giannis this, Giannis that. Wait, how can you be the best player on the planet when that guy's the closer for your team? Because he is.
Yeah.
All the big shots taken and making down stretches of games belong to Khris Middleton. And now it sounds like he's really out.
Yeah.
And by the way, quick point, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel did a piece yesterday in which they quoted an orthopedic surgeon not affiliated with the Bucks as saying, just watching on TV, he thinks that's way worse than just an MCL sprain. He said there's got to be some ACL involvement, as in some tear of the ACL, because the way he fell would always indicate that was serious business. So if that's true, Khris Middleton's probably gone for the rest of whatever they're running.
Hell, he might miss part of the next season.
Could be.
Remember, Kawhi had his injury around it was a little later, probably about a month later, and he missed
Utah.
Yeah, the whole year. So if that's true, he's going to probably miss the whole season next year.
Yeah, I know for a fact. Kawhi and Uncle Dennis, they were both thinking maybe. The orthopedic team, no.
Right.
You just can't. It's a 1 year rehab.
Right.
Where just to make it right. And you can come back even stronger after a year, but you got to give it a year to completely heal.
Right.
So, but Kawhi was playing, you know, he was doing some 2-on-2 stuff at the end of the year. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, Skip, and that's the thing. You mentioned, you're right. Middleton is normally the guy that if you need a big shot, he's going to make it. Now, Giannis can make the big shot. Skip, we saw him against Brooklyn. What was that? I think he hit the shot in overtime, and then he hit the shot to get him to overtime, and then he played really well in overtime. So he can make those. But more times than not, they're going to have the ball in Khris Middleton's hand. He's the guy. He and Holiday. But Skip, Holiday is not Middleton. He's not that offensive juggernaut. He's more of a defensive guy that he can facilitate, but he's going to look to lock you down, give you 18, 19. But Middleton can go get 40. Middleton can get 50. And that's what you need, because, Skip, DeRozan can play Giannis to a point standstill. And then what? Because Levine is more than capable of going and getting 42. Now, let's not sleep on him. He was an all-star. And Vucevic just gave you 24. I think he gave you 24 and 14.
Okay.
I'm not liking Milwaukee chances.
Is Giannis the best player on the planet or not?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
Then he should win this series.
But you guess what? So if that's the case, Kevin Durant should win this series. Is he not the best player on the planet?
I backed off. I said no. I said Embiid was. I told you that yesterday. Joel Embiid has now emerged as the best player on the planet.
So if I take James Harden, if I take Tyrese Maxey away from Joel Embiid, you still feel they can go win the series?
I think James Harden has been taken away, because even you are the ones, you've been telling me he's washed, right? So it's not James Harden all caps, it's James Harden all lowercase, right?
Yeah, but he's still James Harden.
Well, is he?
Yeah, he's still.
Is he in name only?
No,
in reputation.
I don't know if he's capable of giving you the 40 and 15 like he could at Houston, but you still have to respect him. You know, he's still facilitating, giving you double-digit assists. But Skip, Middleton is too big of a piece to be missing in order for y'all. It's not like, Skip, at one point in time, the Bulls had the best record in the East. And then all these injuries. They lost Lonzo, they lost Caruso.
They did.
Zach LaVine had a little.
Lonzo is gone for good.
Right.
Yeah.
But they got Caruso back. Williams is back. So they ramped up their defense a little better. But DeRozan is not to be played with now.
I'm here to announce I got more faith in your man Giannis than you do, because I still think the Bucks will win this series. And I'm here to tell you right now that the Bucks are, where are they? They're 2.5-point favorites tonight, and they should be. I think they'll win tonight, and I think they'll win this series. It may take 7, but I think they're going to win this series.
So who's going to guard DeRozan?
Is he that dude? Is he really that guy?
Did you not see the other night? Did he look like that dude to you?
Yeah, I've been watching him for those 2 years in San Antonio, and I'm like,
Skip,
really?
You know good well they didn't give him the opportunity that he has right now. You know Pop ain't turning the keys over to somebody like that.
NBA playoff basketball is about superstars. And I will give you this. Greek Freak is a much bigger superstar than DeRozan is, or Zach LaVine is, or certainly Caruso is.
I wouldn't even call DeRozan a superstar. I'll call him a star that can have superstar moments. And there have been moments this year, Skip. He's had some superstar moments.
He has had superstar stretches. There's one stretch when I thought he was going to win the MVP when he just went crazy.
Yeah.
I give you that. But in the end, Drew Holiday is a star in this league on both ends. He is a two-way star.
Yeah.
You know it and I know it.
I do.
He can lock you up. And Portis, I don't know about the extent of his I just think he'll come back and he's going to have to play some big minutes and play big. But Brook Lopez is back, and he's a handful, man, because he takes and makes big threes and big shots.
Skip, think about it. The Bulls were right there in game one. Their big three goes 21 of 71 for 30%.
Yep.
Now they flipped it up, and you see what they did. It's going to be very interesting. Like I said, Skip. Now if Giannis goes out and averages 40 the rest of the way, okay, you got a chance. But who else is going to come along with him? That's the question.
Hey, when Giannis gets that look in his eye, which he does on many occasions, when he gets that look, he just gets unstoppable to me. When he starts playing completely downhill on people, he literally rises above you and you cannot defend him.
You look, you know he's going to try to come downhill. Caruso is going to take like 2 or 3 charges. He just has to be careful. That look, keep the game close. Chicago's going to come out. The crowd is going to be raucous. DeMar DeRozan is going to come out and look to be aggressive. I'm not so sure if they put Holiday on DeRozan, look for Zach LaVine to have a big game.
Maybe. unless you tell me that Jordan himself is going to suit up for the Bulls, I got the Bucks.
Well, I mean, did DeMar DeRozan not look like Jordan the other night?
He did not.
Yes, he
No
did.
one's
Yes,
ever
he did.
looked like
Yes, he did. All the mid-range shots. 41.
Really?
Did he give you a 41 piece?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Aberration.
Okay.
I got the Bucks.
He was fun to
I'm
watch.
staying on the
Whoever he
Giannis
did
bandwagon
or
over
didn't
here.
look
You
like,
abandoned.
guys.
All right.
We got to leave this one here because we've got to get over to Shannon's guy, LeBron. Do you guys think he feels left out of the NBA playoffs?
Yep.
No.
We'll debate that and tell you what he's been tweeting up next.